see. The chair just dropped down. I'll lower the camera slightly. Not too much because I'm wearing a grubby jumper. It's not too much. Just to make sure it's not in the shot. Oh, I'm terrible. Have this is my version of a bouquet of flowers for the speaker. These are so cute. So, hey, hi. So the children are in bed, not sleeping, but in their bedroom, having a party. And there was a joy, inspiration. My shoulder's going. It's an inspiration to put the camera on and just speak some non-duality, speak some beauty. I've got no idea what to speak of or what, yeah, if anything will come at all, but let's see. The camera is on. It is recording. I am live. And then nothing comes. Maybe YouTube. I've heard YouTube don't like it when there's not a lot of there's a word for it, like a lot of action at the start of a video. It's kind of a slow start, and it's not a popular thing to not have a, what's the word, not call to action, like a big bang or a big introduction or something to keep people enthralled in your video and committed to watching. People tend to have a short attention span and need that big thing to keep them hypnotized and keep them interested, or it's just next. But I don't care much about that. I can't operate or live in that way anymore. When I used to live in that way, it was because I didn't know an alternative way of existing, of being. My picture's lopsided. I just can notice it's falling down. Yeah, I didn't know an alternative way of being. So you follow the masses, you follow what most people are doing, you follow the media, you follow what you're told is the normal way of doing things, the normal way of living, the normal way of relating. The things you should be chasing after and aspiring to become. I didn't know you could step out of that. I didn't know you could not be a part of that. Even though being a part of that was very difficult and very lot of suffering in the attempting to be a part of that, I didn't see a way out. So leading on to what I talk about is discovering who you are. Because living in a way that isn't in line with my nature, the nature of who I am ultimately, but the nature of this human as well, is not a happy existence. To live out of line with who you are ultimately, as not a thing, as beyond anything, but also as the expression of a human, to not be in line with that natural way of being, that natural flow of being, is not a pleasant experience. And all that's really wanted is to be who you are, is to be who you are, to be free of a cage, to be free of a limitation, to sink back into the natural way of being, which is this instant. This is what is. This is where you find that ease, that rest you're longing for in time. In a way, it's such a simple message, this moment being not being present, but this moment being it. What you long for being this moment, being what is happening. It can sound so simple, and it is a simple message, but the reason why it's not a simple message as well is because in humans there's been an identification with the mind, with thought, with time. With abstraction, a hypnotism with abstraction, thoughts and ideas. And in that abstraction, in those thoughts and ideas, is an idea of a you, of who you are, what this body looks like, what it's been through, what it's felt, what it's experienced, what its hopes are, what its ideas and beliefs are. All these things make up an idea of who is here, of someone being here, someone listening. So it's a part of this timeline of where it's been and where it's heading to, and the hope is it's heading to a better future compared with the past. So it's so much investment in who you have been. Without this story and idea of who you have been, you can't exist. So there's an investment in this idea of who you are, and then an investment in where you're heading to, your future happiness, your future arriving, your future attainment. You will make it, you will get there, you will have this, you will have that, you will be loved, appreciated, you will have success, you will be the best business person, the best teacher, the best whatever it is, singer, whatever, mother, parent. And there's so much hope and investment in that journey. This hypnotism with mind, with thought, with what's not. And so, because seemingly this hypnotism is so strong, this message, this pointing to outside of that hypnotism, can't be heard. It's heard, but there's too much energy and investment in the story, in the dream. So much investment in time in you making it. And you will never make it. It can't be made or arrived at. That story, that timeline, like a movie, an endless movie, going round and round and round and round, endlessly. And it's trying to get to the end of that reel of film, but it's an endless reel of film. It's real, realm, real. I don't know. It's a weird word. Real. It's an endless one. It's an endless one. Whatever it's called. It doesn't end. While there's a human form existing, there will be thoughts and ideas. There will be an experience. But that being held in to be a person, my experience, this is my story, it's leading me somewhere, this holding on, this energetic holding on. Oh, I hear a child. I hear a child. So this is the freedom. This is the end of that dream. This meaning what is happening, your current experience, what's currently happening. So it's like a sinking back into this experience, a sinking back to what is actually happening, and this being the love, this being the home, this being enough. There's nothing else out there in the mind's projections. But until that's been played out, or I don't know, the energy needs to play itself out, seeking in this, seeking in that, believing this, believing that. Yeah, so I'm not sure what else to say. I think I'm all dried up. I hear a child again. Yeah, so okay, happy evening, and yeah, okay, bye.